Jeep Wrangler.
The Jeep Wrangler is a compact and mid-size four-wheel drive off-road and sport utility vehicle, manufactured by American automaker Chrysler, under its Jeep marque, and currently in its third generation. The Wrangler is a direct descendant of the World War II Willys MB by way of the Willys civilian Jeeps of the mid-1940s through 1980s, later produced by Kaiser-Jeep and by American Motors. Just like their predecessors, the Willys MB and the Jeep CJ, Wranglers continue to use a separate body and frame, rigid live axles both front and rear, a fold-flat windshield, and can be driven without doors. The Wrangler debuted in 1986 as a revision of the Jeep CJ7, was revised in 1996, and completely redesigned in 2006. In addition to the nameplate Wrangler, each model received a designation corresponding to its generation: YJ, 1986 to 1995, TJ, 1997 to 2006, LJs, 2003 to 2006 unlimited models, and JK, 2007 present. Military versions of the Wrangler have carried the J8 designation, which was initially dubbed TJL when first produced at Arab American Vehicles Egyptian plant. Jeep YJ models were manufactured between 1986 and 1992 at Brampton Assembly, and subsequently at the Toledo South Assembly plant. A major difference in the 1986 to 1995 models were the rectangular headlights, which reverted to rounded ones in the TJ and then JK versions. In 2006, Wrangler production was moved to Toledo Complex. Post-2006 Wranglers were set apart from their predecessors by the angle of the grille. In all previous models, the grille was flat and even with the front fenders. The newer Wrangler was constructed with a grille which angled up toward the top, and then continued in a straight line from the midway point, toward the bottom. This decreased the hood length, while increasing the length of the fenders. In more recent models, this angle has been lowered more toward the bottom of the grille. The YJ also had a long wheelbase version, dubbed YJL, produced in Egypt, which retained the two-door design. The YJL is considered as the first predecessor of the JK's long wheelbase by continuing as TJL, which has directly inspired the JK's four-door.
YJ 1987 to 1995.
The Jeep YJ, sold as the Wrangler, replaced the much-loved but slower-selling Jeep CJ in 1986 and was built in Brampton, Ontario, Canada, until the plant closed on April 23, 1992. Production was then moved to Toledo, Ohio, using the same plant that produced the Willys Jeeps during World War II. American Motors Corporation, AMC, had designed the new Jeep to be more comfortable on road in an attempt to attract more daily drivers. It was a new design with a wider track, slightly less ground clearance, and more comfort. The YJ still had leaf spring suspension similar to that of the CJ, however the springs were wider, and the YJs sported track bars and sway bars for improved handling. Despite the new grille, the body is very similar to that of the CJ7, and it is interchangeable with some minor modifications. The YJ also was given a larger windshield over the CJ. The YJs are easily identifiable due to the rectangular headlights, disliked by some Jeep aficionados, and the fact that the wiper blades rest on the windshield, giving this version a distinctive look. The blades rested on the windshield due to the now wider arc of the blades to clean the larger windshield. These two changes were later removed when the TJ changes came about in 1996. 632,231 YJs were built through model year 1995, although YJs were still produced into mid-1996, bringing the total production number to 685,071 units. The YJ used a 2.5 LAMC 150i4 or optional 4.2 LAMC 258i6 until 1991. That year, a fuel-injected 180 horsepower, 134 kilowatts, 4.0 LAMC 242 variant replaced the 112 horsepower, 84 kilowatts, 4.2 L 258 CID straight 6. The NP207 transfer case was used only for 1987 and replaced by the NP231. The roll cage was extended in 1992 to allow for rear shoulder belts, and anti-lock brakes were added as an option the next year. An automatic transmission option for four-cylinder Wranglers came in 1994, along with a center-high-mounted brake light. In 1994, the slave cylinder on manual transmissions was moved outside of the transmission's bell housing to allow for easier replacement, and in 1995 the Dana 30 larger U-joints were used. For the 1992 model year, the YJ switched over to an electronic speedometer, outmoding the cable speedos on older YJs. 1995 was the only model year to have a fully galvanized frame and body. There were no 1996 model year Jeep Wranglers. YJs produced in early 1996 were sold as 1995 model years, but featured a few new parts not seen on any earlier YJ. This included the new TJ bump stops on the hood, rubber boots versus the traditional U-bars, reinforced tailgate hinges, and some even had rear TJ bumpers. Some also got the newly tuned i6 that was designed to run quieter in preparation for the TJ. Top options for YJ were the same as those offered on TJ. A soft top with half doors, featuring soft plastic zipper windows came standard. Windows could be removed completely from these doors. Full-frame doors with conventional glass windows were optional on soft-top models. Hard tops with rear wiper and defroster were optional, but came standard with full-frame doors. The YJ featured large mirrors with manually adjustable arms on half-door models, while full-frame doors received smaller adjustable mirrors with fixed arms, which were mounted further away from the door corner, compared to the larger style mirrors. Depending on year and interior color, Jeeps could be had with the top colors in black, white, tan and gray. Roll bar padding normally matched top color, with the exception of white tops.
YJ Wrangler Islander.
From 1988 until 1993, Jeep produced an options package known as the Islander. Several colors were offered, such as bright red, Pacific blue, sunset yellow, teal, and white, and both engines were offered. Features of the package are as follows. Body color wheel flares and side steps, sunset graphics on lower body and hood, Islander logo on front fenders and spare tire cover, 20-gallon fuel tank, gray interior and high back seats, optional 5-spoke alloy wheels, floor carpeting, center console with cup holders, full or half doors.
YJ Wrangler Renegade.
From 1991 until 1994, Jeep produced an options package on the YJ Wrangler listed as the Renegade Decor Group. Vehicles were shipped as optioned Wranglers to American Specialty Cars, ASC, in the Detroit area, where the Renegade Decor package was installed, then shipped back to Jeep for delivery to dealers. Renegades all have a small sticker on the driver's side door, right above the latch denoting the visit to ASC. Initially, all Renegades were white, black, or red. In 1992, blue was added, in 1993, bronze. The Renegade Decor Group was a $4,266 option over a base Wrangler in 1991 and included special alloy wheels, exclusive body flares, along with many other features. Contents of the Renegade Decor package: 4.0-liter, 242 CID, i6 engine, 30x 9.5 or 15 Lieutenant OWL Wrangler AT tires, exclusive 5-hole aluminum wheels, 8 inches wide, full-size spare tire, high back seats with trailcloth fabric, off-road gas shock absorbers, power steering, fog lamps, integrated into the front fenders, leather-wrapped steering wheel, Renegade striping, door letters, floor carpeting, full width, and on insides of body tub, floor mats, front, extra capacity fuel tank, 20 US gal, color-keyed fender flares with integrated body side steps, front and rear bumperettes, plastic, center console with cup holders, courtesy and engine compartment lights, interval wipers, glove box lock. The hard top was a $923 option and came with a mandatory rear window defroster at $164. Although soft-top models came standard with half doors, full-frame doors with glass windows were an option, and as on all six-cylinder Wranglers, air conditioning was also an option. Renegades typically had the tilt steering wheel, $130, and an AM/FM cassette stereo radio, $264. A column shift automatic was also an available option, but it was not popular.
Trim levels.
North American YJ Wranglers were available in the following standard trims. Base, also referred to as S, and SE at different points in the model run. First few years the back seat and rear bumperettes were optional, some years the six-cylinder engine was an option, other years only the four-cylinder was available in the base model. Laredo, chrome grille, bumpers, and trim, hard top and hard full doors, tinted windows, forks leather interior, body color fender flares and alloy wheels. Islander, see Islander, Sport, which featured sport graphics and, beginning in 1991, a 4.0L 242 CID inline six-cylinder engine. Sahara, which came standard with most available options, including body color fender flares and alloy wheels. Also included with the Sahara edition are special green trail cloth seats with storage pockets, interior door panels with pockets, front bumper mounted fog lamps, and plastic ends on the front bumper. Renegade, see Renegade. Rio Grande, available in champagne gold, moss green, white, along with the rare colors aqua pearl metallic, and bright mango. With a Pueblo-themed interior trim package. This trim was only available in 1995, and was added to spice up the base four-cylinder Wrangler S models.
TJ 1997 to 2006.
The YJ gave way to the TJ for the 1997 model year. Note that there was no 1996 model year. The 1997 TJ was released in spring 1996. This updated Wrangler featured a coil spring suspension, based on that of the Jeep Grand Cherokee, for better ride and handling, and a return to the classic CJ's round headlamps. The engine is the same 4.0L AMC 242 straight-six used in the Cherokee and Grand Cherokee. A 2.5L AMC 150 inline-four engine was available on entry-level models until 2003 when the 2.4L DOHC four-cylinder engine previously used on the Chrysler Point Cruiser replaced it. A right-hand drive version of the TJ was available for export markets, and was also offered for sale to U.S. rural route postal carriers. The version offered to U.S. postal carriers was only available with an automatic transmission. In 1999, the fuel tank became standard at 19 U.S. gallons, 72L. 16 imp-gal capacity. There were some changes between the 2002 and 2003 years. From 1997 to 2002, the side door mirrors were black metal-framed mirrors. And from 2003 to 2006 they were plastic molded mirrors. The fit of hard and soft tops is slightly different, and the fabric and colors available changed from 2002 to 2003. In 2003, the 3-speed automatic transmission was replaced with a 4-speed automatic with overdrive. The overdrive can be turned off with a dash switch. The radio bezels went from a rectangle in 2002 to a rounded-edged rectangle in 2003. The soundbar inside was changed to sound pods. The interior seats also changed design from 2002 to 2003, going from a rounder model to one with a distinct separation between back and headrest areas. The standard skid plate was also revised for 2003 to make room for the Rubicon's bigger NV241OR transfer case. The change from the 30/32RH to the 42RLE also gained an additional skid plate. This version of the Wrangler is also notable for being the last production vehicle to use AMC-related parts. The AMC straight-four engine was retired after the 2002 model year, and both the AMC straight-six engine and the door handles, the latter of which first appeared on AMC vehicles in the late 1960s, were retired along with this generation in 2006. Like the YJ Wrangler, the TJ Wrangler used both the AMC passenger car door handles as well as the larger door handles off the AMC-built Jeep CJ for higher-end models.
Trim levels.
North American TJ Wranglers were available in the following standard trims. SE, 1997 to 2006 came standard with the 2.5L from 1997 to 2002, and the 2.4L from 2003 to 2006. The 4.0L optional for 2005 to 2006, X, 2002 to 2006 came standard with 4.0L but with no Dana 44 rear axle option. Sport, 1997 to 2006 came standard with 4.0L and the Dana 35 rear axle. The Dana 44 rear axle, 3.73 axle ratio, and 30 inches wheel and tire group are optional. The Dana 44 could also be upgraded with a track-lock limited slip differential case. Sahara, 1997 to 2004 came standard with 4.0L, wider body-colored fender flares, body-colored rocker sills, optional 30 inches wheel and tire group and full steel doors. The Sahara also features exclusive decals, seats and trim. The Dana 44 rear axle and 3.73 axle ratio were optional. 60th Anniversary Edition, 2001 came standard with all the features of a Sahara except for the seats, decals and trim. It also came with a fog lamp and tow hook group, CD player with 5-speaker sound system, air conditioning and unique 60th Anniversary Edition decals and floor mats. The only two options were speed control and dual tops. Only two colors were available, black or Silverstone metallic. Only 4,067 were produced. 1,862 in black, 2,205 in Silverstone. 65th Anniversary Edition, 2006 came standard with all the options of a Sahara but without the rocker sills, seats, decals and trim. It also came with fog lamps, CD player with 7-speaker sound system and Sirius satellite radio, Sunrider soft top, 30 inches wheels with 15 Alco aluminum rims, high-pressure gas-charged shocks, Dana 44 rear axle and exclusive 65th Anniversary Edition seats, trim, floor mats and decals. The available colors were light khaki, dark khaki, bright silver, black and Jeep green. Only about 1,600 were made. Apex Edition, 2002 to 2003 came standard with the 4.0L, CD player with 7-speaker sound system, and exclusive hood decal and seats. It only came in three colors: silver, blue, or black. Columbia Edition, 2004 came standard with the 4.0L, fog lamps, and graphite fender flares, 15-inch graphite painted aluminum wheels, two-tone seats with Columbia logo, unique trim and Columbia decals. It only came in five colors: black, bright silver, flame red, solar yellow or Parchute blue. Each of the unique Jeeps came with a Columbia Bugaboo Parker. Freedom Edition, 2003 came standard with the 4.0L, full metal doors, fog lamp and tow hook group, body-colored fender flares, exclusive decals, chrome rims, air conditioning, anti-theft system, and fold and tumble rear seat. It only came in four colors: red, silver, blue or black with either vinyl or cloth slate gray seats. Golden Eagle, 2006 came standard with the 4.0L, 30 inches wheel and tire group, Dana 44 rear axle, exclusive hood, interior trim, seats, fender and spare tire decals. Rocky Mountain Edition, 2003 to 2005 came standard with the 4.0L, Dana 44 rear axle, 30 inches wheel and tire group, fog lamp and tow hook group, exclusive decals, fender flares, seats and interior trim and diamond plate rocker guards. It only came in five colors: black, silver, red, yellow and blue. Sahara Edition Unlimited Rubicon, 2005, Paramount released the movie Sahara, which featured a Jeep Wrangler. As a way to build on the success of the movie, Jeep released a limited production Sahara Edition Unlimited Rubicon. Only 1,000 were produced and each one is numbered. All of them are visually identical, but some were offered in a manual and others in automatic. They are all light khaki Unlimiteds. Trim differences over the standard Rubicon include chrome grille, color-matched flares, khaki hardtop or soft top, as well as optional dual khaki tops, graphite Moab wheels, a Sahara spare tire cover, upgraded two-tone premium seats, Sahara decals, tail light guards, and a numbered dash badge. Rubicon Tomb Raider Edition, 2003 was a limited run of 1,001, perhaps as many as 1,050 Wrangler Rubicon Tomb Raider models produced promote the Tomb Raider sequel, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life. Along with the standard Rubicon fare, it also included exterior features such as 16-inch Alco-forged aluminum wheels, Tomb Raider badging, and mopper accessories including a light bar, riveted fender flares, tubular grille guard, diamond-plated bumper guard, etc. Interior features included dark slate fabric seats with red accent stitching down the center, silver surround instrument panel bezel, red seat belts, and a Tomb Raider badge with serial number. To match the vehicle in the film, it was offered in bright silver. Due to its classic styling, combined with numerous unique accessories, the 2003 Tomb Raider limited edition Wrangler Rubicon has become one of the most highly collectible Jeeps of all time. Willys Edition, 2004 to 2005 came standard with the 4.0L, fog lamp and tow hook group, exclusive Willys decals, CD player with 7-speaker sound system, body color fender flares, green diamond plate rocker guards, camouflage seats, dark green soft top and full-size spare tire with matching wheel. It was only available in moss green. Only about 1,000 were produced in 2004. A variation of the edition known as the 35X package, included everything except the military logos and optional moss green fog light covers and tail light guards. Rubicon, the Wrangler Rubicon, named for the famed Rubicon Trail in the Sierra Nevada mountains, was introduced in 2003. It featured front and rear Dana 44 axles with a rock track four-wheel drive system, diamond plate rocker panels, 16-inch alloy wheels, and Goodyear MTRP 245/75 or 16 tires. 2003 to 2004 featured a standard Nevada, 35-55 speed manual transmission, which changed in 2005 to the NSG 370, a Mercedes-sourced 6-speed. The optional 42RLE 4-speed automatic transmission was available from 2003 to 2006.
TJ Wrangler Unlimited.
Indiana, 2004 1/2, Jeep introduced the Wrangler Unlimited, unofficially dubbed LJ with a 10-inch, 250mm, longer wheelbase, LWB, a Dana 44 rear axle with a 3.73 gear ratio and the Command Track 231 transfer case. In 2005, Jeep released the Rubicon Unlimited, which has the wheelbase of the Unlimited and the off-road features of the Rubicon such as front and rear Dana 44 axles with a rock track four-wheel drive system, diamond plate rocker guards, 245/75 or 16 Goodyear mounted tires, a 6-speed manual transmission and other comfort and convenience options not offered on other Wranglers. This model of the Jeep Wrangler has nearly double the towing capacity of its shorter wheelbase sibling, partly due to the increased wheelbase.
Powertrain. JK 2007 present. Initial release.
The 2007 model year brought a complete redesign of the Jeep Wrangler, and for the first time also a four-door model. The TJ chassis was replaced by an all-new JK platform. This next-generation Wrangler was noticeably wider than the previous model, with a 3.4-inch, 86mm, wider track. And though the two-door model has a 2-inch, 51mm, longer wheelbase, it is actually 2.5 inches, 64mm, shorter in overall length than the TJ, allowing for a 44.3-degree approach angle and a 40.4-degree departure angle. With a larger factory available tire size of 32 inches, the breakover angle on the Rubicon is increased from 22.6 deg to 25.4 deg. The four-door Unlimited model has an over 20-inch, 510mm, longer wheelbase at 116 in, 2,950mm, to offer much improved rear seating room, but is nevertheless only 2.4-inch, 61mm, longer than the 2006 TJ Unlimited. The Wrangler JK was introduced at the 2006 North American International Auto Show with past Chrysler Group CEO Tom Lasorda driving one up some steps and through a plate glass window, just as Robert Lutz had done at the show in 1992 with the Grand Cherokee. The JK was first available for purchase with the 2007 model year. The JK Wrangler has been offered from the start in two models. A short wheelbase two-door, in X, Sahara and Rubicon trim levels, a long wheelbase and limited four-door, also in X, Sahara and Rubicon trim levels. The Wrangler X is available with factory-installed right-hand drive, targeted at U.S. mail carriers. Rural mailboxes in the United States are serviced with the carrier behind the wheel. This may also be useful for carriers who wish to get out of their vehicle without the risk of getting hit by traffic. For the 2007 and 2008 model years, the right-hand drive Jeep was the short wheelbase Wrangler. For the 2009 model year, the right-hand drive Wrangler will be replaced by the right-hand drive Wrangler Unlimited. Stability control is a new safety feature for the JK Wrangler. All versions offer off-road tuned anti-lock braking system and traction control system with electronic limited slip differential. Standard on the Rubicon trim is a new electronic sway bar disconnect system. The JK runs almost all vehicle functions, other than steering, under computer software control. Engine, transmission, and to some extent braking are computer-controlled, as are lights and auxiliary systems. This is a first for the Wrangler. As of mid-2007, there have been 3 safety recalls for software fixes. A Sunrider convertible soft top is standard equipment. Also available on the JK model is an optional 3-piece modular hardtop. Although the doors can still be removed in traditional Wrangler fashion, power windows and remote power door locks will be offered for the first time in a Wrangler. Another first is an available navigation system. This is the first generation of the Jeep Wrangler to have a change in the tail lamps.
Rubicon.
The Rubicon package is the dedicated off-road package. Standard components of the Rubicon package include front and rear next-generation Dana 44 axles with electric lockers, Rock Track 4-wheel drive with 4-1 transfer case, Rock rails, 32-spline rear axle with an 8.8-inch ring gear, 4.10 axle gearing, electric releasing sway bar, Yes Essential seats, 2007-08, 7-speaker Infinity sound system, removable doors, a fold-down windshield, and any other available option can be added.
JK Wrangler Unlimited.
The JK Series 2007 Wrangler Unlimited was unveiled at the New York Auto Show on April 12, 2006. It is stretched even more than the TJ model, and featured 4 doors. This change made it the last remaining 2-door SUV in North America to gain a 4-door option and made it the only 4-door convertible in production. A full 20.6 inches, 523 mm, was added to the JK Wrangler's 95.4-inch, 24-23 mm, wheelbase. It is priced near $21,000. Unlimited has the same engine and transmission choices as a short wheelbase JKX, and Sahara trims offer an option of 4x2 rear-wheel drive, and the USA optional 4x2 was discontinued after the 2010 model year for the Unlimited. 4-wheel drive became standard for the 2011 model year. It is the only 4-door convertible available in the US, since the Hummer H1 with optional ragtop is no longer sold. The Unlimited offers more options and equipment than any previous Wrangler model, including standard electronic stability program and optional seat-mounted side airbags, remote keyless entry, navigation system, and Sirius satellite radio. The navigation and satellite systems are a part of the MyGig entertainment system that also has a hard drive allowing for the storage of MP3 music files and pictures.
J8 2007.
On September 13, 2007, at the Defense Systems and Equipment International Trade Show, Chrysler LLC unveiled a Wrangler Unlimited version designed for military use dubbed the J8. The unarmored Jeep J8 is equipped with larger brakes, axles and suspension components than the civilian version and has a payload capacity of 1,339 kilograms, 2,952 pounds. The J8 also differs from the civilian model by utilizing heavy-duty rear leaf springs for carrying heavier payloads. The Jeep J8 is powered by a VM 2.8-liter, 169 CID, four-cylinder turbo diesel engine that produces 118 kilowatts, 158 horsepower, and 400 newtons by meter, 295 pound-forces by foot, of torque, providing towing capability of up to 3,500 kilograms, 7,700 pounds. The engine is mated to a 5-speed automatic transmission. The J8 also features a unique air intake system with special filtration and a hood-mounted snorkel that enables the J8 to wade in water up to 762 mm, 30 in, deep and tackle sandstorm conditions for up to 5 hours. Available as a 2-door with an extended pickup bed for personal or equipment transport, or a 4-door multi-purpose vehicle, it may be produced with numerous vehicle body and seating configurations in either right-hand or left-hand drive. Targeted for use by the militaries and overseas markets, the J8 is not available in the United States because it will not meet U.S. emissions requirements. The J8 will be produced in Egypt.
JK trim levels.
The standard Wranglers are available in 6 trim packages, including 2 special editions. The unlimited Wranglers are available in 4 trim packages, including 1 special edition. Most packages can be ordered with either hard or soft top, full or half doors, Sport, and Rubicon only. The Sport base model is available in 2-door versions. It is the bare-bones Wrangler that can be customized to a buyer's specifications by adding such options as air conditioning and other accessories. It was originally called the Wrangler X until 2009. The XS model features 32-inch tires, on 17-inch rims, air conditioning, fog lights, cruise control, driver's seat height adjuster, removable doors, and a fold-down windshield. It can be customized to a buyer's specifications adding such options as power windows and locks, soft or hard top, rear LSD or locker, 2007 only, and other accessories. It was renamed Sport in 2009. The Sahara model is the luxury model offering accessories such as body-colored fenders, Yes Essential seats, in late 2007 to 2008. Power windows and locks and a 7-speaker Infinity sound system with subwoofer, among others.
2009 model year update.
The 2009 model added standard hill start assist, HSA, to prevent rollback on graded surfaces. Trailer sway control, TSC, also is available to monitor vehicle movement relative to the intended path and activates the Electronic Stability Program, ESP, if the trailer begins to sway outside set parameters. Additionally, ULEV2 emissions replace LEV2 emissions on manual transmission-equipped vehicles.
Rocky Mountain Edition.
The Rocky Mountain Edition is a special edition of the X model that was made for 2009 with 32-inch tires, on 18-inch rims, black tubular sidestep, a 6-disc and dash changer and visual enhancements such as body-colored fenders. It was only available in Canada.
2010 facelift.
The 2010 model added a new easier-to-fold open soft top, standard connect-on models equipped with a MyGig radio, and new sun visors that offer more coverage than the old models, as well as integrated vanity mirrors.
Islander Edition.
The Islander Edition is a special edition of the Sport base model made in 2010 with 32-inch tires, Islander Edition seats, rubber slush mats, black tubular sidestep and visual enhancements such as a blue accented leather steering wheel.
Mountain Edition.
The Mountain Edition is a special edition of the Sport base model made for 2010 with 32-inch tires, on 17-inch rims, black tubular sidestep, black tail light protectors and special edition seats, as well as visual enhancements like black grid and hood decals, a black fuel filler door and graphite dash enhancements. This edition was also available in 4 doors, based on the more equipped Sport trim instead of the Sport base trim.
2011 model year update.
The 2011 model added a new steering wheel, as well as a completely redesigned interior with higher quality materials, larger rear windows to increase rear visibility, and a new USB interface with Bluetooth audio streaming. For the first time ever, automatic temperature controls were also added to the Wrangler as an option. The redesign was intended to provide a more refined interior as well as directly addressing interior comfort in noise and temperature.
70th Anniversary Edition MY 2011.
The 70th Anniversary Edition is a special package based on the Sahara model to commemorate the 70th model year of the Wrangler. This package is available for the 2011 model year on both Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited models. Features include black dark olive, or black, leather seats with perforated leather inserts and chestnut accent stitching and piping, leather steering wheel with chestnut accents, Berber floor mats with chestnut binding, Mopper brushed aluminum sill plates, door armrest and center console in dark olive, or black, with chestnut accent, unique 18-inch polished wheels, automatic shift knob with satin chrome cap and bezel, satin chrome HVAC rings, front door pulls and grab handle, 70th anniversary logo on radio screen, unique cluster overlay and needles, and 70th anniversary badges throughout.
2012 model year update. Jeep Wrangler 3.6-liter Pentastar V6, Jeep Wrangler Arctic 2011.
The 2012 model, as confirmed by Chrysler CEO Sergio Marchionne during the 2010 third-quarter sales announcement, received a version of Chrysler's newest V6 engine known as Pentastar. The version used in the 2012 Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited produces 285 horsepower and 260 pounds-ft of torque. Fuel economy for the two-door model is rated at 17 mpg city/21 mpg highway. 2012 models also dropped the Dana 35 rear axle, thus making the Dana 44 rear axle standard equipment. Jeep Wrangler Arctic is based on Jeep Wrangler Sahara, with Arctic badge, decal recall the Yeti, unique black 17-inch wheels, original Mopper accessories, 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 petrol engine with the automatic 5-speed transmission or 2.8-liter turbo diesel engine with a 6-speed manual or 5-speed automatic transmission. The vehicles were unveiled in 64th International Frankfurt Motor Show. European models of Jeep Wrangler were introduced in Jeep dealerships starting November 2011. Early models include Sport, Sahara and Rubicon trim levels of Jeep Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited. Arctic model were introduced in Jeep dealerships in the first quarter of 2012, for Jeep Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited.
Call of Duty, MW3 Special Edition 2011.
It is a version of 2012 Jeep Wrangler and Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon inspired by Activision's Call of Duty video games, with Rubicon wheels finished in semi-gloss black, black or bright silver body color, Call of Duty, MW3 Special Edition graphics on the front fenders and spare tire cover, a unique power dome hood, a winch-ready front bumper, rear bumper, rock rails, tail lamp guards and a fuel filler door from Mopper Accessories. 32-inch off-road tires, live axles with locking differentials in the front and rear, a 2-speed transfer case, model-specific black seats with accent stitching and Call of Duty logos, unique gauge cluster graphics, dashboard serialized plaque, dashboard grab handle with logo, accent stitching on armrest and console lid and steering wheel, Mopper slush mats with logo, rear cargo mat with logo, and limited only. The vehicles arrived at Jeep showrooms in November 2011.
Equipment.
Mopper produced over 250 accessories for 2012 Jeep Wrangler.
2013 model year update. Production.
The 2013 Jeep Wrangler and Jeep Wrangler Unlimited are built in the Toledo Supplier Park in Toledo, Ohio. As of May 17, 2013, Chrysler Group's Toledo, Ohio, assembly complex produced its 1 millionth JK model, a 2013 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 10th Anniversary Edition, to be delivered to a customer in Sarasota, Florida.
Marketing.
As part of 2013 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 10th Anniversary Edition launch, the Jeep X Games Avalanche Scramble Sweepstakes campaign featured a 2013 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 10th Anniversary Edition Grand Prize and 3 X Games Aspen 2013 Feet prizes.
2014 Model Year Update 2013. Wrangler, Rubicon 10, Freedom Edition.
Changes to Jeep Wrangler include a new trail kit, 2 D-rings, a tow strap, gloves and a bag to store the items, clear park lamps and turn signal indicators replace the amber units, 6 new body colors, Ampud, Anvil, Copperhead, Flame Red, Granite Crystal and Hydro Blue, Freedom Edition only for total of 10. Changes to sport models include the introduction of optional Uconnect 6.5-inch touchscreen radio with hard drive storage and Sirius XM radio, optional 32-inch tire and wheel group, semi-gloss black 17-inch Rubicon aluminum wheels, BF Goodrich KMLT 255/75 or 17 off-road tires. Available as a 2-door Wrangler or 4-door Wrangler Unlimited, the Rubicon X is a version of Rubicon with electronic locking front and rear Dana 44 axles, rock track transfer case with a 4-low ratio of 4:1, 4.10 front-rear axle ratio true lock locking differentials, 6-speed manual transmission, BF Goodrich KM 255/75 or 17 tires, 17-inch Rubicon aluminum wheels painted satin black with polished faces and a red Jeep Wrangler icon logo on the inside pocket, black front and rear steel off-road bumpers, front steel bumper featuring removable end caps and a winch-capable design, a dual-intake power dome hood, red tow hooks, Mopper rock rails, Mopper black fuel filler door, a red silhouette Rubicon decal on both sides of the hood, premiums and riders soft top, optional black 3-piece Freedom hard top or body color hard top, black leather seats, seat heaters for the front passengers, a unique gauge cluster features Rubicon X exclusive styling and a premium electronic vehicle information center, EVIC, with added readouts such as oil pressure, transmission and coolant temperatures, digital speed and individual tire pressure. Passenger grab handle with quicksilver accents that are also found on the vent rings, steering wheel spokes and door pulls. Mopper/mats, unique axle locker, sway bar disconnect switches. New limited edition trim packages include the Wrangler Dragon Edition, which includes a black 3-piece hardtop, bronze satin gloss paint with Dragon decals, and unique 18-inch wheels and front fascia. A new Freedom Edition is a modified Wrangler Sport with 3 unique body colors: Hydro Blue, Billet Silver, and Black and Dune. The package includes a mineral gray painted grille, a unique interior and exterior with Oscar Mike badging throughout, body-colored fenders with silver-painted 17-inch alloy wheels, and rock rails with black tail lamp guards. The interior includes black seats with Tectonic fabric, and a French silver accent stitching steering wheel. European models were set to go on sale in the first quarter of 2014. UK models include only 2.8-litre turbo diesel engine with automatic transmission.
Equipment.
New Mopper Jeep performance parts and accessories included 2014 Jeep Wrangler Trail Rated Kit, 410 Dana 44 front and rear axles, for 2007 to 2014 Wrangler, hardtop headliner, for 2007 and later Wrangler, black grille, with hood seal and a matching black Jeep badge, side visor.
Powertrain.
A 3.8 LEGH V6 with a displacement of 230.5 cubic inches, 3,778 cc's, producing 202 horsepower, 151 kilowatts, and 237 pound-force-feet, 321 newtons by meter, of torque was the base engine in 2007-2011 models. It replaced the venerable AMC 242 straight 6. The 2.8 lvm motor diesel straight 4 producing 177 horsepower, 132 kilowatts, and 302 pound-force-feet, 409 newtons by meter, of torque used in the Liberty is offered as options outside of U.S., as it does not satisfy U.S. emission control standards for 2007. A 6-speed manual transmission is standard, with a 4-speed automatic transmission offered as an option. The lower two levels have the Jeep Command Track part-time 4-wheel drive system with an optional Track-Lock limited slip differential, while the Rubicon uses Rock Track, a version of the NV241 with a 4-1 low range. Electronic locking front and rear axles called True Lock are also standard on Rubicon models. A rear locking differential was optional on X and Sahara models for 2007, then only on select X models for 2008 and 2009. From 2010 onward, the locking differential is not available on any non-Rubicon Wrangler.
Recognition.
The Jeep Wrangler received the 2009 Best Resale Value Award from Kelley Blue Book, KBB, in the Sport Utility Vehicle category. In 2012 and for 2013, it was also awarded the Best Resale Value Award from Kelley Blue Book in the Compact Sport Utility Vehicle category. The Wrangler also holds the Models to Best Hold Its Value recognition from Kelley Blue Book for 1998, 1999, 2003, 2011, and 2012. The 2011, 2012, and 2013 Jeep Wranglers have received Canadian Black Book's Best Retained Value Award for the Compact SUV category. In 2007 and for 2013, the magazine Four Wheeler awarded the Jeep Wrangler with its Four Wheeler of the Year award, and in January 2010, they awarded the Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon its title of 4x4 of the Decade. In 1997, 2007, and 2012, the magazine Peterson's Four-Wheel and Off-Road awarded the Jeep Wrangler with its 4x4 of the Year award. The 2008 edition of Forbes Autos lists the four-wheel drive convertible Jeep Wrangler at number 4 among the top 10 vehicles with the highest resale value. In May 2009, Businessweek magazine named the Wrangler one of the most iconic cars of the last 20 years.
Electric Wrangler.
In September 2008, Chrysler Vice Chairman Tom Lasorda unveiled a range-extended electric four-door Wrangler along with similarly engineered town and country minivan and a purely electric sports car. The Wrangler would have a 40-mile (64 kilometers) range before a gas engine starts and begins supplying additional electricity. However, in November 2009 Fiat SPA disbanded Chrysler's ENVI electric car division and dropped these models from future product plans.
Sales.